So we're just going to go through the next moves, cloud hands or hands in clouds, varying words in different forms. Pretty much goes in a lot of Tai Chi forms and Qigong forms or Qigong, depending what way you want to say it, the Chinese way or the Japanese way. But we're going to take these moves and just put the hypnotic breathing in there with the actual move, with the Pilates setup and the yogic sort of breath in there. It's a bit of a mixture of breaths basically, but it's just breath synchronized movement. With all the Qigong forms, they're believed to be sort of medically beneficial to different meridians, electromagnetic rivers that link to organs, etc. This one's believed to have the eyes, where the hands are going across the eyes in a trance-like manner. And the pericardium, as a lot of them are, the heart lining. Again, I'm a general believer that, you know, well, not a believer, science says that when you breathe in, that breath will manifest in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body at will. So again, it's just breath synchronized movements. Feels good at the end, great. Brilliant. If it doesn't work for you, then fine. Don't get too caught up in this specific move in this specific form. We're just taking this movement and adding these in. Cloud hands. I've put 3 forms together. So I took the 8 brocades and done them in the same manner with a Pilates, yogic and hypnotheric breath, if that's a word. And then I started another 18 sequence. And then there's another 9 form at the end. So basically, it's 35 moves. This is the 18th move of the whole lot. 10th move of that next 18. The second form. So there's 3 forms put together. Basically 8, 18, and a 8, 18, and a 9. So that's 35, yeah. But again, of the whole 35, this is the 18th move. So get it out of the way. So again, it's cloud hands. So let's start with the breathing. I go a lot more into the breathing because you can pick the movement up straight away. So we're going to go with the Pilates breath to start off with. We zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals and take the navel towards the spine. The only way to explain the pelvic floor is, or not the only way, but the most simplest way is if you're on a long journey, you'll go to the toilet, you're going to stop yourself going, that's your pelvic floor. That links into our corset muscle, the transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, what would you call that? The transverse abdominis, 3 layers deep. So again, best way for a bit of awareness is to get your thumbs here on the hips. Now again, this B line, take my pockets out of the way, this B line goes across here, bikini line, belt line, whatever you want to call that, B line, and that links onto our corset muscle 3 layers deep, which is all segmentally stabilising your spine. So as you do this, as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, they link together to support your spine. Again, in Pilates, this is one of the main things we do. And again, you can't do one without the other. If you engage your pelvic floor, the corset muscle will engage. If you engage your corset, and the way we engage that is by tucking in the belly button, then that will engage your pelvic floor, vice versa. So I'm just going to say it segmentally. Zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. But if you did one without the other, they would both work. Because of this B line here, it's like a cough or a sneeze. You go through that B line, if you cough or sneeze, I mean, it comes in towards the spine. I'm going to take just and it off here so you can see that more. Yeah, so basically here, this B line here, as you cough or sneeze, I mean, it comes in. So again, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals right now, as I digressed a little bit there, but it's good to get that awareness. Now you're going to breathe in through the nose as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips, as if you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips. And as you, right now, zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals and breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. So you've sort of blown out a candle as you're still following the journey all the way in through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. That's going to help you breathe into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. So much so, you'll feel that breath going wide and deep into these lower lobes of lungs. You want to further see that. Get these two middle fingers touching underneath the breastbones, the xiphoid process, the end of the breastbone there, palms on the lower lobes of lungs. And as you're doing that right now, zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, you'll see this breath, shoulders down, this breath going into these lower lobes of lungs. So much so these two middle fingers slightly apart and come back to touch each other. You can take the hands away or leave them there for now, see what suits you. But again, as you're doing that right now, still breathing as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, that breath will go into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach, into these fish gills, 3D style. Okay, organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep. You can feel that going into them lower lobes of lungs, because as you, like now, zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, there's nowhere else for the breath to go apart from into these lower lobes of lungs. That's going to help us use our pelvic floor and our corset muscle, our transverse abdominis, in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button. Unlike the traditional Qigong form, we're breathing into these lower lobes of lungs. Okay, the traditional form will do the opposite, but again, I'm not going to go there. Lovely. So, as you're doing that, lateral thoracic breathing, Pilates breathing, as though someone's opening an umbrella inside your ribcage and letting go. As you do that lateral thoracic breathing right now, or imagine someone's opening an umbrella inside your ribcage and letting go, adding width to your lungs and length to the out breath. You can even imagine someone's wrapped a scarf tightly around your ribs and you're breathing to that scarf wide and full. Lovely. So as you've got that Pilates breath now, we're just going to change it a little bit and make it a little bit more yogic. We're going to close the mouth, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. As the exhale with Pilates works like that cough or sneeze, helps you gather in a little bit easier. We're going to go a little bit more down the yogic path as you're still zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. That's going to make it a little bit more yogic. In a way, it lengthens the breath because there's a smaller filter through the nose, and that helps you lengthen the breath. Okay, and that in your yogic asanas will help you get into them postures even easier. Filter in more cleansing breath. Lovely. If you do want to make that slightly more advanced yogic breath, we go on to that in a minute, but all we're going to do now, let's make that a little bit more hypnotic or therapeutic, whatever you like to call it. Basically, we're going with the hypnotic responses of breathing in through the nose. Okay, so again, the in-breath's conscious thought, the out-breath is subconscious thought. So right now, if you extend that out-breath longer than the in-breath, you're going to encourage what we call the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps with all the things you don't think about. All the housekeeping properties of the body are being benefited as you naturally elongate the out-breath longer than the in-breath, but in and out through the nose as you still zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, taking the navel towards the spine. And as you lengthen the breath even longer, that's going to bring in them parasympathetic responses. It's going to help you with sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation. All benefited by elongating the out-breath longer than the in-breath. Okay, just feel the benefits of that right now. Quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like the out-breath. Just make it longer than the in-breath. Okay, don't force anything. And that makes that a little bit more hypnotic in that way. So you can stick with that, that's perfectly fine as you're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, taking the navel towards the spine, or you can take it on to slightly more advanced yogic breath, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit. So again, all you do is grip at the esophagus, narrow the esophagus, and you make a sighing, whistling, silky, raspy sound from the back of the throat. If you can't get this, don't worry, carry on as you are. Otherwise, you're making this sound, it's like a shoulders down, and it's a with a mouth shut. It sounds like this, it's a so it's a soft, silky, sighing, whistling ujjayi breath from the back of the throat. That'll lengthen the whole will cycle of the breath, especially that elongated out breath, longer than the in breath. Will help stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control, etc. Helps us build the heat in the body, helps us fan the fire to burn all the toxins even more within the body. Ujjayi breath. If you can't get that, don't worry. But that will give you something more to focus on sound-wise. Okay, focusing breath. So lovely. So we're going to go for vinyasa, breath synchronized movement. And again, nice simple movement. We're going to elongate the out breath and just start again. Nothing specifically set to motion when you're ready. So again, stay up high or go deep. It's up to you. Okay, now again, top hand starts on top. This far hand starts on the bottom. So you're going to just go clockwise and anti-clockwise. Shoulders down. It's a really good exercise to keep your shoulders down. They will want to come in. Then we turn. We translate that to the other side. This top hand faces down, this bottom hand, far hand faces up. Turn as if you're turning off a skewer, and you're going to go back. Hand glides across the eye line, trance-like. That'll bring you into the here and now. Again, we've got this motion going on. If you get it the other way around, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But again, top near hand facing down, and far, the furthest hand from this side, facing up. Clockwise and anti-clockwise they pass. We're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale for as long as you like. And then just simply start again. If you're going to go deeper, but no deeper than knees in line with toes, or stay up high. You can sit down basically or stay up tall. Main thing, watch them shoulders, keep an eye on them, because they will want to try and come up around your ears. Elongate the out breath for as long as you like. Lovely job. Breathing through the nose and exhaling for as long as you like. Trance-like, come into the here and now, the present moment, with the breath, the motion, the movement. True stillness is stillness in motion as you elongate the out breath longer than the in breath. Lovely. It's like a pair of scales passing each other. Lovely. So again, we've got number 11 coming up. Again, a few different sequences coming up. But yeah, that was the 18th for the whole 35 moves. Waving hands in clouds. Lovely. Bang.